Hey guys, it's Jamie here, and it's September 23rd, 2012, and I'm just over my 5 months on testosterone, as well as just a few days short of my birthday. So, it's a good time of the year, and I just want to update you on some of my changes. So, I'm just going to try to go through this as fast as I can, because I got a lot, and just to let you know, I'm going to put some pictures at the end of my video, so when I say stuff like, oh, I have this facial hair, but you can't see it because my camera is shit. I'll put pictures at the end so you can see it. So yeah, so we'll start with body hair. That's the biggest change. As time goes on, you get more and more of it. Basically from my knee down, it's covered pretty much all the way around my leg, except my inner knee. It's about this long or so, thick, black, pretty coarse. Actually, the top part of my thighs is covered in the same stuff that's below my knee. Just as you get the outside of my thighs, it's a little bit thinner, and then the inside is working on filling itself in. Arm hair, you can't see it, but that's because it's not really there. It is growing just much slower than my leg hair. I get like little random hairs on my arm. Like I have one like this big, just like sticking out of my arm. But every few days you kind of like find a new one of those like around your body. So yeah, but nothing really up here, nothing on my back so much. My stomach, happy trail's kind of filling in, but not really. Yeah, so body hair, that's about it. Facial hair, more to talk about there. This whole part of my chin, not really on the top, but underneath, I got like a couple centimeter long black hairs covering that whole portion right there. I'll throw pictures at the end. My sideburns aren't really growing in, but there is darker hairs creeping down. Same with on the side, and then you get like that fuzz in between. My mustache is actually pretty dark. I always had hair before there, so it got darker and then more grew in, but I shaved it off because I think that's kind of a creepy look. I know a lot of guys like keep it and think it's cool, but I think it just makes you look creepy. Maybe some guys think it's good. It doesn't look good on me. Yeah, I'll put a picture of that at the end right before I shaved it, if you want to see that. As for that, that's pretty much all for the body hair. Other things I've noticed this month, I joined the gym about a couple weeks ago. I'm in Egypt, so it's like hard for me to work out as much. It's really hard for me to get enough protein in. I've actually lost about 7 pounds since I got here, which is about the 7 pounds of muscle that I gained before I got here from working out. But I'd like to think that all of what I lost wasn't muscle, so I'm trying to get that back up. Give you an idea of some gains I've made since pre-T. I used to like curl a dumbbell probably 25 pounds, 125, doing like 5 sets of 10. Now I do like 35. But I was able to get that before I started testosterone. The biggest, like in other times of my life when I was like adamantly working out, now the biggest gains that I notice are in my shoulders and my back muscles, like doing like a dumbbell shoulder press. I used to use like 25s, now I use 50s, doing the same amount of reps, which is like 5 sets of 10. So that's pretty exciting, and you can definitely like see that in my shoulders and in the muscles right here. My shoulders are much broader than they used to be, and that's noticeable. Simply because a lot of my old shirts are muscle shirts and not that work before. So I have some So yeah, those are the biggest things with my muscles, body odor. I don't think it's getting worse, but it's changed. A little story. My female roommates that I live with, were telling me about how don't go on the metro if you can help it during rush hour, not just because it's busy, but because it smells really, really bad on the trains. And on the metro here, they have cars for females and cars for males. Although the females can ride the male cars if they really want to, but they were saying that they always avoid it, especially during they avoid the male cars, especially during rush hour, because it smells so bad that they can't stand it. So I go on the metro and go to the gym, and I come back, and I was like, what are you talking about? It smells kind of bad, but it's not really a big deal. And they just give me a funny look. And later on, I realized that it does actually smell really bad. And I don't know this because I also smell really bad. So, guys, if you're on tea and you think you don't smell, you do smell. You just don't know it yet. Yeah, just shower a lot and that will be fine. As far as my moods, I've never really experienced a lot of emotional stuff on tea. But lately, like last month, I've been really, really tired. Like, it doesn't matter how much I sleep, how much I don't sleep. I work out, I eat fairly good, a lot of like fresh vegetables, not as much meat as I like, but it doesn't matter. I'm always tired, I always want to nap, and when I am so tired, I don't get anything done, and that stresses me out because I have schoolwork to do. And then I think the byproduct of that is putting me in a bad mood. So I don't think it's that it's affecting my mood, like making me more aggressive per se or snappy. I think it's just because I'm so tired all the time. It's putting me in a bad mood. Also, sex drive. I never thought my sex drive was up, but I find that when the girl's talking to me about like wanting to cuddle and missing me and like lovey stuff, I'm just thinking about sex. So I don't really get frustrated like on a day-to-day basis, like I wish or like look at girls like they're a piece of meat or anything like that. But I do notice that when she's talking about like sweet things, I'm thinking about fucking. So I would assume this is a sex drive increase. Other changes, I still get cramps every month. I'm not bleeding. I haven't bled since 2 months on T, but I do get cramps. And they're almost as bad as me getting them when I was bleeding. So that's really annoying. I would get a blood test to see what's going on, to see if my E levels, my estrogen levels are still high. Because I've had one blood test so far, and my estrogen levels were really high. They were really high even for a female. And so my T levels were going up, but my E levels were not dropping. So that could be why I still get cramps. But unfortunately, I can't really mitigate this problem until I go back in January. So I might just have to tough that out. But if they go away, I'll let you guys know. And then dysphoria. I want to talk about that. I've seen some videos guys saying their dysphoria is worse on T than it was pre-T, and I definitely agree with that. I mean, pre-T, like, you hate shit, but like, what are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do. You just kind of deal with it, and you like maybe drink too much or eat a bunch of shit because you just don't care about your body. After T, it's like changes are gonna come, and you're impatient, and you kind of like, I get obsessive about what I eat, and going to the gym, and I'm constantly analyzing myself, like, did something change now? Like, oh, if just did this, like, would the changes come faster? Or, and then, like, the thought comes across in your mind, like, what if that never happens? Like, what if, like, your hip bones are just too wide that you'll never get kind of a straight line? I'm pretty curvy, so, like, the idea of, like, a T-bone shape is, like, it's not even my, like, goals to have. If I could just get somewhat of a straight line down, I would be happy. I mean, obviously I'm gonna still work on my shoulders, like, to get that, like, T shape, but, like, you can see, like, I'm wearing black, so it's kind of hard to tell, but, like, I still have hips, and I think I'm always gonna have hips. But it's just, like, about having realistic goals, but sometimes it's, like, hard to have realistic goals, and it makes you want this work. Also, as you work out more, your chest gets bigger, and it's harder to bind. Before coming to Egypt, I was a medium in love boat binders, and then I ordered more mediums before I left, and then I realized that I was now large, and it was extremely painful to put them on. That has kind of worked itself out because here I have a washer but not a dryer, so I don't get that high heat that, like, shrinks them down. So my binders, sometimes they don't bind quite as well as I like them to, but I definitely know that when I get back to the States and I'm, like, washing my stuff, like, I'm going to have to buy larger binders. So guys, watch my channel because I'm probably going to be giving away my binders when I get back. And they're nice ones too. They're the ones from Love Boat, which are considerably more expensive than Underworks. That shit sucks. So yeah, so I'll let you know when I'm giving those away. I don't really believe in selling them so much because I have to get back to the community, and I should have a job when I get back, so I won't be, like, a broke joke anymore. So yeah, I'm hoping to have surgery in April. So wish me luck that will all go through as planned. And I'm going to throw these pictures in at the end of this video, showing you the changes that you can't see, and hopefully that helps some of you guys out. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment on YouTube.